Gigi Davidson lives in Pittsboro, and she has a special hobby, beekeeping.
Started beekeeping about 5 years ago.
She first became interested in beekeeping after listening to a podcast.
He was talking about the plight of the bee and how important it was that every single person did everything they could to help save the bee, because when the bees are gone, humans are gone.
Now she spends her spare time working the bees, making sure they're living peacefully, producing honey, even providing them with food or bee tea during the winter.
I look at them every day to make sure they're okay. I say hi to them. I talk to them.
Davidson says she's worried for the bees. According to Bee Informed, a not-for-profit organization that studies honeybee population decline, bee populations are being decimated by things like pesticides and parasites. And that could be bad news for humans. She says one of the ways to tackle this issue is through education about bees. And that's exactly what Lee Catherine Bonner is doing with her company, Bee Downtown.
We're trying to change the stigma around honeybees, and a little bit of education goes such a long way.
A fourth-generation beekeeper herself, Bonner started the company in 2014. Businesses like restaurants and clothing stores sponsor hives, which are located across the triangle, like these hives that sit on top of the American Tobacco campus in Durham.
Studies show that honeybees thrive in urban areas more so than in rural ones, which is why we took that, inspiration and brought the bees to the city.
Bonner says her company creates a mutually beneficial relationship between local businesses and bees.
It's a great marketing tool. It shows they're green, it shows they care for the environment. Millennials are more likely to work for companies that care for the environment. People are more likely to spend more money with companies that care for the environment.
If a business sponsors a hive, Bee Downtown takes care of the rest, visiting the hives as often as necessary to make sure the bees are happy and healthy. 2 of Bee Downtown's hives sit at Hub Farm in Durham, a place where students come to learn about agriculture.
It's important to show them that bees are harmless and they help us, so we need to be their friends. And they just help complete the entire ecosystem at the Hub Farm.
If there's anything you should remember about bees,
they're docile, and if every third bite of food you eat comes from a honeybee.
Imagine having every meal you eat cut by a third. In Durham, I'm Katie Kamen reporting.
Can you tell me by show of hands some foods that grow from flowers?